Hi everyone, my name's Ashley. Sort of wanting to do a YouTube channel for quite a number of years, but never had the sort of reason to do it or any idea of what I could do on it. So I thought I'd just sort of start with this simple video. My channel is going to be about coding, what I've recently got into, vibe coding. It's been an interesting journey. I never expected it to ever to do this kind of work in my life, or to explore development work like this. But it didn't really start as, it sounds boring, but the thing is, I didn't really plan to do it. About October last year, when seeking sort of having a down period in my life, a lot of stress, I decided to use ChatGPT like everyone else sort of did back then, or still does now. Jump on there, have a bit of a chat, and as I was chatting, I realised, oh, you could put some ideas into it and code with it, and that's what I did, and sort of developed some therapy chatbots that you could make them orchestrate together, different sort of bots working, coordinating, and I sort of did that for my own mental health, and that helped. It actually worked, and surprisingly I didn't expect it to even work. And so that's where I sort of continued on with that kind of work. After hours, bit of background, I sort of started in been involved in security work for probably around about 10 years now. Did a couple of years prior to that, and it's interesting work, hard, stressful work. But the thing is, I never did that all my life. I sort of used to do Xbox modding, Xbox hacking. Started back in 2004 and had a business 14 years, and built up a lot of customers during that period. Something that I enjoyed doing, computer work, laptop repairs, that kind of stuff. It paid the bills, could be home, be with my kids as we were young, growing up. But unfortunately, that sort of stuff stops or doesn't go forever. And after that, there was a bit of a gap, and so I looked back into security work, and been there ever since. And it's hard when you have something that you're passionate about, you enjoy, and you sort of can't step into anything else. I did go to uni when I was younger, but dropped out. I was going to do education, teacher, didn't like it. Sort of went into my own business, computer work. Yeah, so that's what my channel will be about, just about getting older, trying to find new interests, hobbies, share it with other people, because I think as you get older, you reflect, and you sort of lose who you are as a person, and life gets busy and moves very quickly. We don't really have a lot of record of it. I've done some interesting things like everyone has, but it's hard to explain it to people when they haven't seen it or don't understand who you are, and they tell you, oh, that's childish, grow up. No, that's who I am, that's what I do. And so that's what I want to discuss as well, with and having a work injury for 3 months, breaking your ankle, gives you a lot of time to reflect. So that's why I'm now just outside exercising this ankle of mine, which I fractured, and now I can walk back on it, but it's swelling a bit. So yeah, I thought I'd just introduce myself a bit. I do other things, have other projects happening. I have my music channels, AI channels, which is controversial at the moment. People don't like it, understand. But one thing that sort of shocked me is the way AI has sort of rocketed And the last 12 months, especially in coding applications and websites, you know, it's just blown me away. I never expected it in my life to see something that I enjoyed or wanting to get into, web work and all that, and too many barriers. It's just too hard. So now with these apps, you know, ChatGPT, Anthropic, it's just changed the whole dynamic. Anyone can access and do stuff now, and that's what I want to sort of show as well, that anyone can do stuff. If you had an interest, you know, make something, you can do it. You know, fitness apps. If you want to, you know, get into that kind of work, or wanting to just experiment, that's what I'm doing. I'm just experimenting. Not expecting anything to come out of it, just doing it for enjoyment, because that's what you just need to do. And that's how you fall into stuff, playing around. Things work, things don't work. So that's what I'm sort of wanting to aim at. You know, at 50, I have a lot of friends who are finding it tough, and I'm noticing that's generally everywhere. People are hiding, lose jobs, going to debt, have businesses, end up with big tax debts, and that's a big thing at the moment. People are finding a lot of pain and suffering. It's hard. As you get old, it's difficult to get yourself out of those difficult situations. I have a friend who I'm just trying to help, give him advice, but it's difficult. And so that's what I sort of just will do, a little bit of blogs, and then I'll show my projects and show what I do and how I do it, and yeah, it'll just be interesting, and show a bit of music, and other sort of side projects that I'm experimenting with. And yeah, it's not for money. I don't really care about that at the moment. Just need to find a place where I can just chill, you know, come out the backyard, have a bit of a walk, relax. And I'm privileged to have, you know, in private space to do it, especially with the way everything is nowadays, costs. It makes things hard. So that's why I do this easy, cheap hobby. Keeps you away from drinking alcohol, stress. So as part of my recovery, I'm just sort of just going to blog these things occasionally and see where it goes. Thanks for listening.